everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to share with you my project pan update today. I have to be honest, I've been really bad this month. I haven't finished anything. I really thought some of these items I would have had finished by now, but I kind of forgot about them for a couple of weeks, and then I realized, oh crap, we're like getting towards the end of the month, and then I just didn't really force myself to use them if I didn't want to use them. So you'll see some progress on some items and then very little progress on others. It's just not been my month. I've been far too distracted with other things to focus on some of these products, but I'm hoping that October I will get through some of them and actually have a much better update next time. I am also going to add in some new items to the project because I'm doing so well, obviously, but because I realize I don't have that many makeup items that I kind of want to finish in this. There's just more items that I want to hit pan on and so on, and that's just a little bit harder. But there are some items that I'm going to roll in that I feel like I can finish eventually, and also a few of them are really old, so I kind of want to just get them out of my inventory and just you know, get rid of them before they're not something that I can use anymore. So normally I start with makeup, so I will talk about what I have accomplished or what I feel like I've accomplished this month. I actually wrote down how many times I've used some of these items. I haven't done it for any of the skincare, but I have done it for the makeup because I thought that might be a little bit more interesting. Just, you know, to kind of like motivate me to keep using it. I feel like that's helped. That's definitely helped in my other projects, the Pan Nose eyeshadows. It helped me kind of figure out how many times I'm using something, and if I'm not using it enough, then I'll try to use the items more the next month. So yeah, that's kind of when I started doing this time around. So I'll start with the MAC bronzer. This I absolutely love. I actually already have it panned. You'll see there's like no progress whatsoever. I only used it 5 times this month. I do have to say, I don't use a lot of bronzer in the fall winter months, simply because I just don't have very dark skin, and I also don't self-tan or do anything like that, so I kind of just let my natural fair skin come to light. And I don't often like really bronze my face because sometimes when I do it, it looks a little bit unnatural. I mean, I will do it sometimes, but not all the time. So that's kind of why I haven't used it as much as I thought I would. Definitely, you know, spring, summer is when I would use bronzer more. I don't know if you can really tell if there's a difference. I really don't know. You'll have to let me know. I will put a picture and then you can have a look. But I'm sure there's not that much progress. I can see the bottom of the pan now, obviously on the sides here, so we'll see. My goal was to just finish this and complete it, and so it'll just stay in the project for as long as I do that. I do love it. I'm not trying to get rid of it because I hate it. It is getting old, and yeah, I just wanted to use it before it goes bad, and just make sure that I'm still using products that I like, so that's why it's in the project. Okay, next one is actually one that I have finished. I actually forgot about this. I put it in my empties and then I just noticed it's on my list. So I thought I spoke about it last time, but now I recall that I thought I was going to have it done and then I didn't. But it was the Insta CC Primer from Rimmel London in the shade Lavender. So I really loved this. I really enjoyed it. I was there at my last update, but I only used it 3 more times and then it was done. So yeah, I really like it. I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon because I have a lot of primers that I have a lot of old primers that I want to get through and some new ones as well. So I don't need a primer basically. But if I ever kind of feel like I need a primer, I might actually look into repurchasing this because I did actually enjoy it and I do miss it. But yeah, no, that actually is an accomplishment, which I forgot about. Okay, next up on the list is this e.l.f. It's not a bronzer, it's a blush, and it's a cream blush, and it is looking like this. So I have not hit pan. My goal is to hit pan. I don't think I'm gonna ever finish this, I have to say. I only used it 3 times because I've got some other blush now that I'm enjoying more than this, which is sad for me because this used to be my go-to, but now it's not my go-to anymore, and I really just want to hit pan because it's so annoying. I just feel like it's there, but like every time I use it, I don't want to like just like pick at it and like force myself to hit pan. I feel like that's cheating. So I'm honestly just trying to like not cheat about it. But yeah, I've used it. Oh, I said 3 times. I've used it 4 times actually. So I'll just keep going. As soon as I hit pan, I will take it out of the project. I might have to declutter at some point because it is getting old and I don't even sell this anymore. So it's definitely discontinued. This is in the Peach Perfection shade. And yeah, I just really like it. It's really lovely. It's very similar to the Makeup Revolution stick blush that I've recently got, and obviously that's newer, so I kind of just want to get rid of this because it is an older formula, but I want to get my money's worth out of it. Not that it was expensive, but I really want to just like get there. So yeah, it's gonna stay in until I hit pan, and then I will probably declutter. Okay, next up is the tattoo, the Color Tattoo Eye Studio from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Pink Gold. So basically, I do like this. I actually didn't like it at first, and then because when I put it in the project, I did like it. And I've used this not as much as I thought I was going to use. I've used it 4 times. Just simply because, and I've said this in some of my other videos, I'm going off pink eyeshadows. The moment I'm, getting into fall, and I'm just not reaching for a lot of pinks, especially like pink shimmers like this. So obviously this is a cream shadow, but it's really nice. So my goal is to hit pan. I have not hit pan yet, but I'm just going to keep it in until I do. There's nothing wrong with the formula, so it's not going bad or anything. I just want to get some use out of this because I bought it a year or 2 ago, and so yeah, I just want to use more of it than I have. I was going to declutter it, so actually this project has helped me realize I don't want to declutter it, but I just want to use it. Next thing I have is this bronze from Model & Co. I think I got this in a Birchbox a while ago. I really have not done any damage to this. I don't know what to do with this. So I've used this 5 times, if you'll believe that. But like I said about the matte bronzer, I'm just not using a lot of bronzers at the moment. So I don't know if I should just get rid of this and just keep it in and then bring it back maybe for springtime. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the formula, it's not going bad or anything. I don't think I'm going to hit pan at all anytime soon because I'm just not reaching bronzers. So yeah, I think I'm just going to remove it from the project. I added it in because I wanted to use it more, but then I kind of forgot that I'm just not really reaching for bronzers. So yeah, I'm going to remove it for now and then probably bring it back sometime next year. Okay, and then the next thing I've got is this e.l.f. 16 hour camo concealer. If it will focus, I don't even know what's going on here. There we go. Yay! So this one, I have to look inside to see where I am, but I have used quite a bit actually this month. I've been trying to force myself to use this just because I find it really drying, so I don't like using it on my face that much. I do it on my T-zone, but I don't like it under my eyes at all. And I have actually been using it for, I did a couple cut creases and I used it for that and it worked fine. It was really kind of liquidy, but I probably just used too much because I'm not used to doing that. But yeah, I think what my goal will be is just to finish it by the end of the year. I think I could do it if I push myself. Now that I kind of know how much is in there, I can just keep going at it and kind of forcing myself to do it. So I'm happy with where I am, and yeah, I just want to kind of get rid of it. I almost had the hydrating one and then something happened with the shipping and I never got it. So I might end up buying the hydrating one because I've just heard such good things about it. It's a shame. I really like e.l.f. It's just sometimes some of the products just don't work. Okay, next up, I think I'm going to have to declutter this. A part of me really doesn't want to, but then a part of me just wants to get rid of it. So this is the Blushed Nudes Maybelline palette that I've been talking about in my other videos. And I didn't have a real goal of what I wanted to do with this palette, other than the fact just to try to get rid of as many shades as possible and finish the pans. I mean, there is some progress. I'll put a photo up. So you'll see, I mean, there is some progress, but not a huge amount. I think there's more progress on here and here. But I'm finding it so dull, and the only shade that I'm really enjoying is this one. I did use this one the other day and it looked fine, but this is the only one that I'm actually enjoying. But am I enjoying it enough to keep this whole palette in? No, not really. It's a really, really old palette. The formula is so bad right now. I just feel like they have gone bad, basically, and I just don't feel the need to keep it in. I don't reach for it. There's nothing in here that I would really need or miss, because I can obviously replicate this with the tattoo from Maybelline. It's actually really comparable, so I feel like I wouldn't miss anything in this palette. So as sad as I am to not really like accomplish much, I am going to probably stop using this. Now, even saying that, I feel like I might change my mind. I don't know. Let me think about it. But that's the progress that I have. That's all I have for makeup wise. I do want to talk about the items that I'm going to roll in that are makeup related. So the first three, and I'm grouping them together because they're all the same product, but they're just different variations of it, are these e.l.f. Primers. I've had these for about 5 years now. And I'm sure they're all pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you're not supposed to keep primers that long. And I have used them all and they're all really nice, but the consistency has changed a little bit on them. Not so much on the poreless one. This consistency actually still feels like it's fine, but definitely with the illuminating one and the tone adjusting one, which actually are the two that I prefer the most. The texture of the primer has definitely changed, and I'm kind of concerned about keeping them. So what I want to do is probably just try and finish them up. Now with this type of packaging, it's really kind of impossible. Actually, wait, can I take them out? I was just gonna say it's impossible to know where I am, but is it impossible? Like, how do I know where I am with this? Like, what type of packaging is this anyway? Like, how do you take this out? Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so it's like, how do I know how much is in there? I mean, it's hollow. It's hollow through here, but then like I can see that there's product in there. But let's do this. I am gonna add them in. Let me just put this back together if I can figure it out. Like, why do you need all this extra packaging? Okay. Yeah. So I'm adding these three in. My goal is to finish them. This one honestly feels like it's a little bit heavier. I feel like there's more product in that one. This one I feel like I've used the most. So I think this one has the least, and this one I've used a lot as well. I actually use this quite a lot during the summer months. Because it's illuminating and it's kind of bronzy and it has like a sparkle to it, but I will try to use it now anyway. It doesn't really matter. I just kind of want to get them out. I mean, it's a shame. I probably would repurchase all of them at some point, but I kind of just threw them in a bag, forgot about them for a long time, and then sort of found them again. So and now, even now, they're not really on my shelf because I'm using other things. So I want to force myself to put them in the project so I can actually use them, get rid of them, and then if I ever want them again, I'll repurchase them and the formula won't be so bad. But yeah, because I'm putting it on my face, I'm just a little concerned the formula isn't the greatest, and if I just keep them longer and longer, then they'll just be unusable. They might even be unusable now, but I'm just gonna test them out next couple of weeks, see how they go, and then maybe I'll be able to finish one or two of them, hopefully by the end of the year. So this is kind of like a makeup product, but also slash skincare. I'm not entirely sure what they want to classify this as, but I recently got this in a Birchbox. This is the In Transit Camera Close-Up Mask, Moisturizer, and Primer in one. So I've realized I'm adding 4 primers into my project pan, but yeah, I'll try. This has got 15 ml. I was actually kind of excited about this at first, and I have used it probably about 5 or 6 times, and I think it's fine. It's really moisturizing. It does leave my skin a little bit oily, and it kind of, it's okay. But the thing that I really dislike about it is actually the smell. It smells so much like rose, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So it's got a lot of fragrance in it. Fragrance doesn't actually bother my skin at all, but just on a personal note, I just don't like the smell of it. So I kind of want to get rid of it, and just sort of work through it so that it doesn't just sit in my shelf all the time and just end up like the elf ones, and then I have it in like 5 years time and I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, I kind of just want to get rid of it, and just work through it. I would say honestly, because I've used it quite a bit, and I use quite a lot of primer when I use primer, I'm not shy about that. So I would say I'm about here, maybe midway, because they always add air pockets, don't they? So you don't really know, and I feel like I can see the inside. So yeah, I feel like I'm about midway. So actually, let me just mark that right now. Okay, moving on to more skincare, like body care items. I've got here, the first one is this hand cream. This is the moisturizing hand and nail cream from Bayliss and Harding. I thought I'd finished this by now, but I kind of forgot about it, and I don't think I've used it that many times since the last update. I have to say, this is where you'll see my failures. But yeah, I guess my goal would be just to finish it. I am pretty much down here, so I shouldn't take too long if I just remember that it's there. It is sitting on my sink, and it is next to all my skincare items. So really, I should see it every time I wash my hands. I look at it and I think, well, maybe not today. I don't really need to. And that's the problem. Like, I'm not in the habit of using it. I got in the habit of using it last month, but just not this month. I kind of like fallen off. But I'll jump back on, and yeah, hopefully I can finish it by next time. Next up, I've got the Hydra Genius from L'Oreal. This is the aloe water. I really love this. I already have a second one to replace it. I love the packaging. It's so beautiful. I love aloe water. I've never been a fan of the smell, but I have actually gotten used to it, so I actually don't mind it anymore, and it really does wonder on my face. So I use this as a light moisturizer gel on my face, normally in the mornings, like throughout the day. It's not, I don't use it usually for the night unless I have to, but I've got a bunch of new skincare now that I'm using for night, so I don't need to use this. I also have a bunch of skincare to use for the day, but I do like this. It's just refreshing. It really is nice. Next up, I've got the Garnier Softening Cleansing Lotion to remove makeup, and I really hate this, so that's why I'm using it up. I've got another Garnier that I kind of want to use instead, but I'm using this up while I have it. And so last update I was here, and now I am here. And I usually just use this to remove my eye makeup, nothing else. I use a nice cleanser for the rest of my face, but for my eye makeup and lipstick that stains my lips, I use it as well on that. There's not much to say on it. I don't really care for it. It's for normal dry skin. I don't have dry skin. I have combination oily skin, so I don't think it's that great for me. So yeah, just working through it. I do plan to try and finish it by the end of the year, but I'm not sure if I will get there. I mean, I did pretty good progress, so maybe potentially actually I could do it. I mean, we've still got plenty more months in the year, 3 more months. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. I can't believe it's only 3 months. But yeah, maybe I could do it by the end of the year. We'll see. Next up, I've got the Simple Toner. I absolutely hate this. If you watched all my other updates, you'll know that I hate this. I definitely used it less this last month than I have previous months, and that's because I have some other toners that I'm enjoying more. But I'm still like working through it, so it is slowing down a little bit. Actually the marking looks like it's a little bit above, it should be lower down, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I use it every so often. I really don't like how it feels on my skin. I don't really like how my skin reacts to it, so that's why I don't use it all the time. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through it. I will not repurchase this. I really don't like it. My plan was to finish it by the end of the year, but because I have slowed down, I'm not sure if that's doable unless I do a big push this month, so maybe I'll try to do that. We'll see. Okay, next up, I am really, really bad at um, body lotion. So I added this in and I've done actually better progress than I did the last time, but still really slow progress. This is the Avon Skin So Soft, the soft and sensual replenishing lotion, and I've had this for quite a long time. I usually just put it on my legs, but I just tend to forget, especially, you know, I'm probably going to forget even more now because we're going into the colder months. I'm not even going to be showing my legs, I'm not going to be wearing shorts or anything like that, and yeah, I'll probably just forget about it altogether. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe not. I just don't use body lotion. I don't know what it is. Maybe I will eventually get into it. It's just something that I've just never gotten into. So next up, I've got a perfume. This is the Black Opium from Yves Saint Laurent, and I have been trying to use this as much as possible, but there's really not that much progress from the last time. I haven't actually even put a marking, so I feel like there's not a lot to see there. I try to spray this as much as I can remember, but I just really don't like the smell, so I do tend to forget about it, and I spray something else. But I do want to just get rid of it. My goal is to finish it by the end of the year. Hopefully I will. And then I will move on to another perfume that I don't like, because I do want to switch out my perfumes. I do have a decent selection of perfume, but some of them are old and I feel like the scent is sort of faded and it's not as good as it once was. And I'd like to make some room for maybe some new perfume that I really like. So yeah, just trying to get through some older stuff that I don't really care for anymore. And yeah, this is one of them. So that's all I have for my project pan. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was enjoyable, and if you want to see more, just like carry on and watch some more in my videos. I'm sure some will pop up, and like and subscribe because I post a couple times a week. Sometimes I'm doing 3 times a week. It just depends on how much I can get done in advance. I do work full time and I am a mother to a 7-month-old, so my life is a little bit busy, but I do find some time throughout the day or evening to post and do some videos because I do enjoy it. It's become a new hobby of mine and it's really quite fun. So thank you for sticking around if you aren't new, and if you are new, you know, I hope you come back and I will see you again. Thanks, bye.